Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. The government announced the implementation of 9 measures aimed at solving the country's problem with unemployment. Prime Minister Andrej Plenković and Labor Minister Tomislav Ćorić said that 200 million euros have been secured to implement the plan. Around 45% of the money was drawn from the EU's social fund. The Prime Minister said it was especially important to create jobs for young people, while Ćorić added that they would help everyone who is having a hard time finding employment, such as the long-term unemployed, the disabled, and those with limited job experience.
Today, the Croatian Bureau of Employment has around 22,000 open job placings. If those jobs were to be filled, it would practically lower the unemployment rate by 10%. I believe this package of 9 active employment measures will allow for a maximum amount of unemployed people to find jobs, especially those without work for a long time, people with disabilities, and the young. Basically, it will allow everyone who is on the margins of the job market to find long-term work as soon as possible.
European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker has presented a white paper on the future of Europe after Brexit. Juncker offered 5 possible scenarios: maintaining the status quo, the EU only as a single market, a multi-speed Europe, a reduced role for the EU, and one where the member states would work together in more areas. These scenarios, Juncker says, are not solutions, but are foundations for debate.
If we want to encourage others, we have to encourage ourselves. The future of Europe must not be held hostage by electoral cycles, party politics, short-term successes utilized for domestic political purposes. Brexit, as regrettable and painful as it may be, will not stop the EU in its march to the future. We will go on, we must go on.
U.S. President Donald Trump gave his first speech in front of both chambers of the United States Congress. Trump reiterated some of his main campaign promises, including the building of the wall along the border with Mexico and strict reforms to the immigration system. He also underlined his goals to lower taxes, improve infrastructure, repeal the Affordable Health Care Act, and fight radical Islam.
I am here tonight to deliver a message of unity and strength, and it is a message deeply delivered from my heart. A new chapter of American greatness is now beginning. A new national pride is sweeping across our nation, and a new surge of optimism is placing impossible dreams firmly within our grasp. What we are witnessing today is the renewal of the American spirit. Our allies will find that America is once again ready to lead.
Catholics around the globe are marking Ash Wednesday, the beginning of the season of Lent. Addressing the crowds in St. Peter's Square, Pope Francis invited the faithful to renew their hope in Christ and their commitment to follow him.
This doesn't mean that Christ has done everything and we don't have to do anything. It doesn't mean that he passed through the cross and we are going to heaven. With an open heart toward the horizon, let us enter into the Lent season.
The tech startup company Include, owned by 21-year-old Croatian inventor Ivan Mrvoš, is the first Croatian company that will raise funds for expanding its business via a crowdfunding campaign. The Zagreb Stock Exchange and the Estonian company Funderbeam will serve as a platform for raising 400,000 euros.
Companies can come to us and fundraise. And thirdly, which I think is really cool, is the fact that investors actually can trade their investments.
Include produces the so-called Smart Bench, a solar-powered bench that can charge up to 4 smartphones simultaneously. It also includes an internet hotspot, sensors for monitoring air quality, and provides lighting at night.
This month we have begun exporting to new countries, such as Australia, Slovakia, Sweden, Belgium, and Denmark. Therefore, by the end of this year, we have set ourselves the goal of selling around 700 benches, which I think we will achieve.
Croatia's Marin Cilic has moved on to the second round of play at the Mexican Open in Acapulco. The win sets up a showdown with fellow Croatian Borna Ćorić. Meanwhile, Mirjana Lucic-Baroni is also through to the second round. Her next opponent is American Shelby Rogers. In handball, PPD Zagreb beat Nexe 25-23 in regional Ceha League action. The win means PPD have secured a spot in the Final Four. Markovic scored 6 goals for Zagreb, while Zrnic was Nexe's leading scorer, also with 6 goals. Tomorrow's forecast calls for clear skies for most of the country. There's a chance of morning fog in the interior. The northern sections of the coast and the mountains may get some light rain. Late Thursday, there's a chance of scattered rain in the north. A northeasterly and northwesterly wind will blow on the south coast overnight and in the morning. There will be a southeasterly wind in the north during the day. Morning lows will range from -2 to +3 in the interior and from 3 to 9 on the Adriatic. Highs will range from 11 to 16 degrees for most of the country and be slightly cooler in the mountains. There will be clouds and light rain in the interior Friday morning, but conditions will improve during the day. Expect a southeasterly wind shifting to a southwesterly on Saturday when temperatures will rise. There may be some scattered rain in the mountains on Saturday, but throughout the country on Sunday. The coast can expect variable clouds with occasional sunny spells until Friday. There will be a southeasterly wind which will pick up significantly over the weekend. Scattered showers are expected in the north for the next few days, while the south can expect rain and thunder showers on Saturday and Sunday. And that wraps up the news. Be sure to join us again tomorrow.